Greetings. Hola. Hola. Hola, everyone. Hope you're all having a great morning so far. Uh, it is now a little bit after 11 here, Eastern Standard Time. It's a beautiful morning so far. Um, it's always a beautiful day as soon as open up my eyes when I wake up. But that's how I feel. Um, I don't know how other people feel, but I'm only speaking on my behalf. But in other breaking news, with what's happening in Iran, well, they already broke the ceasefire. So, uh, yeah, we're in for a world of a great deal of turmoil, which we've already been in, as everyone notices. So, but in other breaking news, let's see. Trump is about to be impeached. Yes, he is. He's going to be impeached, and it's long overdue. Um, Now, I just saw something on Instagram that um, they're going to be doing an automatic draft, so that service members can risk their lives for Israel. Yeah, this is what's happening now in our wonderful mismanaged government. That is a farce, and which is basically we should call this, instead of calling it America, let's call it BlackRock. Let's call it BlackRock, right? Because BlackRock is holding all the money, BlackRock has all the equity, BlackRock is manipulating the market, and this is what we have. So, um, for anyone who thinks differently, I suggest you open up your eyes. I suggest you take your head out of your wherever it's hiding, whether it be wherever your head has been hiding, take it out, wake up, surface, come up to the top now, and check in, because we are basically we're in for it. I've been saying this for a long time. Excuse me. I've been saying this, if you look at my videos, because the only way to have power is to have continual war. And the only way to have continual war is to have funding to continue to feed it. So, with the funding that's continuing to feed this, um, what I would do, and I strongly suggest it, I would go AWOL. I would most definitely go AWOL. Come lock me up. I am not fighting a war. I am not fighting a war for a foreign country. I am not coming home in a box. Okay? So, yeah, this is a total illegal operation. And Iran will, as they have been doing, they are going to knock the living poop out of America. But this president and this individual who looks like he's on amphetamines galore, they haven't grasped that, because this dude Hegseth is still playing. He's still playing a video game. You understand? This guy's playing a freaking video game. And where's Stephen Miller? Stephen Miller is on. He's hiding out, right? Is he in his bunker? Is he in his bunker? Because you see the hypocrisy of this whole freaking administration, the game that they got, and how they keep screwing people over. All right. Every single person in this cabinet is liable for illegal acts that are against our Constitution, okay? That are against our Constitution, that have caused fatalities, right? And they keep doing this stuff. See, what's going on in this White House has gone on in local governments for a long time, and these school boards, all right? So, in order to correct this chaos that we have embarked upon, there needs to be an entire, total tabula rasa of this political system. I mean, it needs to be cleared up and it needs to be reprogrammed because we are using laws from the 1700s, from the 1800s, when this Constitution was written. All right. And the Constitution and the laws are written to favor the hierarchy. And who would the hierarchy be? We all know who the hierarchy would be. That would be the Anglos, the Caucasus Mountain people. All right. And included with the Caucasus Mountain people are the Orthodox people, the religious fanatics. Okay. And they wrap everything up, they put it into like a nice ornamental box, and then they get on, they use their soapboxes, aka media, that they bribe and pay, and they spew all kinds of nonsense. And a heads up for every Latino, every Spanish speaking person, every radio, you need to get your messaging across because they are using the church. They are using the church like they have done for centuries. And they use it to manipulate. They use it to manipulate. You know, I went to Catholic school. We went to Catholic school. And now, Catholic school with a mother with 4 children, well, yeah, we didn't pay. The school paid, right? But we had to go every week with an envelope, right? So, and now if you didn't show up in church with an envelope, there was a check by your name. So the hypocrisy, they teach the children the hypocrisy. You got to pay to play. They teach families you got to pay to play. All right, it's all BS. It's all BS. And also too, in well, that's a whole nother video. But the Catholic Church is the biggest scammers and the ripoff that I've experienced, that I've seen. I've learned about their scamming from way back. I mean, I remember years ago in Harlem, the priest being drunk, coming out of an after hours, you know, on an early Sunday morning. But that's way back. That's another video. But yeah, they teach corruption. They play the game, and then it's all BS. And that game has parlayed into our government, with the government being nothing but nonsense, nothing but nonsense. But hey, everybody, remember, we can all get free chickens, and let's not forget our liver. Oh my God. How did we get here? Well, we got here because of people. We got here because of the media. We got here because of donors. We got here because of lobbyists. You know, these people all knew. They all knew. And you know what the craziest thing about this is now? This event, this attack now that's going on with Iran, Iran is going to correct America. You understand that? Iran is going to correct America and the misgivings of America. All right, that's what they're going to do, and that's what they're doing now. So no, the Strait of Hormuz is not going to be open. The president just wrote a impromptu whatever. He writes these executive orders that he's demanding that they have to pay or something to that effect. They're not going to listen to him. They're not going to listen to him. The president, Mr. Trump, you didn't listen or have any regard for the other countries when you implemented your tariffs, while you played the game on the market so that the market would rise and then decrease, rise and then decrease. And you just jumped on that bandwagon with your financial analysts. And let's not tell American people otherwise, because we all know. We all know. Crazy, crazy. Everybody, have a good day. Like I said, watch everything that you're doing. Watch all your money, because Iran is checking America for all the wrongdoing that America has done, and we have done so much damage. We have done so much damage. you know, and these clowns that sit in Congress, right? That everything is a congressional freaking hearing. Could you imagine the amount of money that is used for these congressional hearings for all this BS? So imagine all that money being allocated towards STEM, towards healthcare, towards nutrition. All right? But these imbeciles, they don't know that. This has now become, it's called an operation of of making money. That's what it is. That's exactly what it is. And they don't give two poops about American people. So everybody get out there and vote come November. Get out there and vote. And well, we have entered into a whole new world. I know there's a song that goes, "A whole new world." There I go. There goes that song. The song just pops in my head. I was singing something else earlier. I don't know what happens. It just happens like that. Oh my goodness. Yep. Everyone have a good one. Stay safe, stay well, stay hydrated, do the right thing like you're being watched because, well, we all are. And again, like I say, stock up, keep yourself prepared. Whatever you're consuming, stock up on as much of it as possible because the next time you go shopping, it just may not be on the market. And that seems to be the trend now, you know? We're in a, well, we entered the twilight zone once he became sworn in, and then the cloud thickened, and the cloud has thickened so much now that we are now where we are, you know, while he makes his billions, right? You see, the plan was, this is what I feel in my gut. I said this in previous videos. When they started doing these ancestry DNA tests and they just multiplied, they morphed into so many different entities, okay? I said, there's a plan here. There's a plan here. Because they want to know the ethnicity of people and they want to have world domination. You understand that? This is exactly what they want. And then you got that. Then you have AI, right? AI. So tell me, this is what a question that I have now. For AI, now that AI is the dominant factor, what are people supposed to do for a source of income when jobs will be non existent because of AI? Have any of you world leaders considered that? What is going to be the option? What is going to be the course of action for income for people who will no longer have employment because of artificial intelligence? Is there a game plan? Do you have a game plan for the next 15 years as far as income sustainability for the population? There's no speaking on that. Right? There's no talk on that. Yeah, this is why we're screwed, people. Everybody, have a good day. Do the right thing by people. Help somebody out if you can. You know, like I said, doesn't have to be a freezer full of food. It could be like a bag of potatoes. It could be a bag of rice. It could be a gallon of milk. You know, whatever. Have a good one. Stay safe. Stay well, and remember to be hydrated. Take care of your health. Till next time. Thanks for listening. Bye.